What's going on, everyone? This is Coast Blacks here again for PSGL F11, and my apologies for not uploading a video last Friday. I should have uploaded one, and sadly didn't do that. So yeah, my apologies on that. And yeah, so we're here for PSGL, obviously, like I said, F11 here, as you can see, in Mexico. And honestly, I felt like this was probably the best race, or in like terms of pace, my best race that I was coming into. Like I was coming into this race with a lot of confidence. And Mexico is typically not a good track for me. Like, I struggle a lot here, to be honest. Well, I don't say I struggle a lot, but in terms of like pace, I just don't really have like the confidence in the pace here. I guess the pace is better than the confidence by a good mile, but I need like more confidence here. So going into this turn, as you can see, yeah, we just completely messed it up. We lost all the time we had. And if you know me, or you've seen the videos this year, I've been terrible at qualifying. Like, I've just not got it right. But you can see here, going through sector 2, he just, besides those 2 corners, we just aced it. And yeah, I mean, we pretty much went on for a really good lap, probably top 5 if I had to say. But we'll see what we get. You never know, we still could be top 5. I doubt it, but we'll see. And we go P5. And I was thinking we should have been about P4. We could have made a run at P3, but I knew P4 was where we should have been. And I pretty much just choked the whole lap. Like I said, qualifying has been my weakness, but luckily P6 is still a good spot, and we can still make something out of this race. And on the grid, as you can see, the strategy, we're going to go for a hard to medium as I'm checking to see what is everyone on. You can see it is kind of getting blocked. Now you can kind of see it. And I actually forgot that the formation lap was off, so I'm glad that I got off the pause button and was ready to do the start. And yeah, so we're on the way, and we get a really good start. You know, like I just get really good starts. I can't explain why, I just do. And we're actually going to go 4 wide here as the Mercedes is lagging horribly. And yeah, I couldn't tell what was going on because the Mercedes was just lagging. So I cut the track, and going back onto the track, I lost it. And yeah, after good qualifying, we choke it. And yeah, that spin was all on me. But a few cars are tired, and we basically are in a bad spot. But yeah, the Alfa Romeo just slowed down randomly, and I had to check up, and I ran into the back of them. So yeah, I decided to pit, repair the wing, and yeah, try to go back onto the hards. But actually, when I pitted for the change of tires, the team didn't repair the wing, and I had to go back in for another time onto the softs. And I just said, you know what, we're just gonna stay on these softs, because honestly, I don't think I'm gonna get back up there any quicker with these on the hards. If I went on the hards, I wasn't gonna go up there any quicker. So I just thought the softs were probably my best bet. And to be honest, the window for pitting wasn't that far away, because we got back going at like lap 5. And yes, you see me make a move on the Ferrari. I was thinking we're gonna do like 7-8 laps on these, and yeah, that could be our best bet. As you see in Alpine, in the Alfa Romeo that we ran into, Ethan also crashed, so we gained 2 spots. So I mean, it's not looking too bad here as the Haas goes wide. So now we're up another spot, and now there's another Alfa Romeo in front. So it kind of just seems like everything is just falling into place. And personally, like I said, I felt the pace was there. I just needed a good qualifying, and I got a good qualifying, and I choked it. So yeah, got to do better in Japan. And I have Japan, it's ready, but I'm not going to spoil anything. Unless you watch my live stream on my Twitch, then you probably know. But other than that, I'm not going to spoil anything. You know, you'll see what happens, and yeah. But Alfa Romeo spins out, and yeah, we move up another spot. But we're about 4 laps away from the pit window, and I was kind of thinking going to mediums, but I knew the mediums wouldn't make it from here. So I was just like, you know what, we gotta go long. We gotta go as long as we can. Put the hards on and, you know, hope for the best. But I knew we were going to lose time to the hard runners right now because they would put the mediums on, and yeah, that just wouldn't work out. But luckily for us, Jamie picks up a 3-second penalty, and I'm just thinking, okay, this is good, because I don't think I've ever had a Mexico race where I haven't got a penalty. I know we're a race where I shouldn't got a penalty as we go by the McLaren, and that was PRL Tier 1. You know, I'm not in PRL anymore. I got kicked out. I'm not gonna say why, but yeah, I got kicked out. And yeah, but there was like season 3 when I was in the Ferrari. I got 2 stupid warnings when I should have, you know, been like had no penalty. So as you can see here, I'm trying to get a move done on Jamie because I feel like my pace is better. So going into turn 1, we're kind of getting pitched out, but he is leaving space. But yeah, I made some contact with him, completely my fault. And you know, if it actually came down to it where I had to give him the spot back, like I was gonna say to myself, like I would give it back to him because I kind of did like push him off. And yeah, you see me there, like I gave him way enough space because I didn't want to like do it again to him. So going into here, the Alpine just makes a dive from next year, and yeah, I mean, it was it was clean. I gave him space, and you know, we're gonna go at it again as he's using the ERS, and I actually wanted the outside going into this corner so that way I could get the inside going into here, and you see me take the lane there and shut it off. But I knew he was going to get by me on the main straight because my tires are starting to go bad as there is a spin behind me, and it was actually the Alpine of Evan, who I think is in the championship battle right now. And now we're actually rolling up on the Red Bull. Oh wait, no, that's a lap car, my bad. So yeah, you can see Evil Chris in the Alpine pits, and we decide to continue by another 2 laps, and now we decide to pit, and we're going to go on to the hard tires because honestly I felt we may get another safety car, and I don't want to use my mediums just yet. I want to make sure I save them, and yeah, that's what I was going to do. And now yeah, we come out the pits and we are in P10, so looking to get points here. And going in here, you see a safety car has came out, and I wanted to see what tires would everyone go on. If they stayed on hards or softs or something, I would stay on the hards, but everyone was going mediums, and I was thinking, yeah, I gotta go onto the medium tires, because if I don't, I'm gonna be pretty much, you know, in a really bad spot, and I'm not going to be able to gain like anything. So I need to be on the mediums right now, and that's what I did. I went to switch to the mediums because on this game, you know, I think everyone would say their favorite tire is probably the medium tire because it's a fast tire and it's a consistent tire. But in terms of like pace, I would probably say my favorite tires are soft, because I feel like in the soft tires I can kind of like challenge people a lot more, either the softs or the hards when everyone else is on it. I would say my best tire though is probably the medium, but honestly on the soft though I feel really good as well. So I mean, I probably would say honestly the soft, but realistically probably the medium. So yeah, but we get that move done, and now there's a little bit of a train starting to form, but we're not yet in the DRS. We're not yet done 3 laps yet, so we gotta keep pushing and see if we can get some more spots for the DRS train happens, as the Ferrari absolutely just yeets himself, and I kind of had to turn out of that first turn in that S because I was gonna cut it if I didn't. So you see the McLaren here, he goes out wide, and I've thought about it trying to go by him. As you can see, he's blinking, so I know he has no energy. I thought about it, but I chose not to, and the McLaren is actually going to let me by here, which was quite a surprise. I did not think he would do that, but he did, and I appreciate that from him. You know, people like that is, you know, I would reward later if I can. You know, if I got damaged or something and you're racing for the win, I'll let you go by, you know. And there's certain people that I wouldn't, you know, give that to, because yeah, I've had a few run-ins with people. So, yeah. We're actually going for back-to-back points finishes, because we did get some points in Belgium. I don't know what happened to the recording. It just kind of messed up, and I couldn't, like, you know, like, post it. It just didn't let me get the whole thing, so I kind of had to just skip that. I was just gonna post like the theater mode, but I just said nah. And yeah, so we did get like 6th, I think, in Belgium, but yeah, just was a good day, but I expected better. But that's what we're trying to do today. We're seeing if we can get a podium or a top 5. My goal right now is a top 5. So heading onto the main straight, we are. I actually was starting to notice that main pack with the Mercedes and the Haas and the 2 Red Bulls and the Ferrari were not that far in front. But you're gonna see with my car, the weakness I have of this car is straight line speed. And in Mexico, there's that long straightaway, and you can make up a lot of time with it. But I was struggling so much with low downforce setup in Sector 2, so I just thought it would be better to run downforce. But yeah, in this game, it is extremely hard to pass, because ERS is just so much, I wouldn't say more powerful, honestly. I would just say like straight line speed is like just weaker, because the car is, like I said, in Austria, in that video, there's less drag on these cars, which means less slipstream, which means you're not getting as big as a toe. So that means you're gonna struggle overtaking. As you can see with the Ferrari, you know, I was trying, but I'm just not making any progress. Like, you can see me, I'm draining the battery, but I just can't get anywhere close. And you know, I knew I had to go for a move, and I'm trying to set it up, but I don't have the straight line speed to get by. So I knew these guys were running lower downforce than me, and as you also can see, I picked up a 3-second penalty. And yeah, so again, we're a lot closer to the Ferrari, and I'm thinking here, okay, this is where we should get by. But as you can see, I'm so low on the ERS, you can just see how long it's taking me to get by them. Like, we are so slow on the straight. We're not even getting above 200. Like, we're just struggling, and we get by the Ferrari. So now I'm trying to see if I can get up to the Red Bull and the Haas, even though that's going to be a bit of a struggle. And we got about in almost the 1-second range, but sadly we couldn't get the DRS, and the Ferrari overtook us again. And at that point, yeah, I couldn't do anything, because I was low on the battery. I didn't have the DRS, and the Ferrari was just basically a rocket ship compared to me on the straight. And yeah, like, I was quicker than most of the guys. I feel like I was quicker than all the guys in front of me. It's just that I didn't have the straight line speed. If I had the straight line speed, it probably would have been a whole lot different of a situation. But sadly, yeah, it just didn't quite work out. But we're still trying. So far, it hasn't quite worked out, but we're still trying to see if we can get this Ferrari. And you know, he is for position, but technically he's not for position, obviously, because he has 9 seconds of penalties. And you can see the tire icon has came up. But we are on the final lap and going through the last set of corners. As the confetti is going up, going to the checkered flag is the Red Bull of Georgias, and he crosses the line first and wins the Mexican Grand Prix. A driver I did go up against in F13 last season in PSGL, but you can see on the screen it said P3, but we actually came on P4. There was a bit of a bug there, so yeah, P4 it is. Not bad. I was happy with P4. I thought it could have been better, but honestly, it just that first lap just screwed up my whole strategy. If it wasn't for the first lap, we could have been in for something really, really, really good. And yeah, just unfortunate there. But we also got driver of the day, which is pretty cool. I I'm surprised we got it, but I mean, hey, I'm also not surprised because I think I definitely deserve that. But yeah, I mean, it was a good race for us. I think good pace. Just need to work on the qualifying. That's just what we need to work on. And yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it from Mexico.
That's something to think about next.
Red Bull get I think it was a 1-2 or a 1-3 because, like I said, there was a glitch. So
Like
I think it was the Haas that got P3 because I don't think he got any penalties and finished ahead of me. So, and I got P4 passing the Ferrari. So yeah, as you can see, this game does have a lot of work. It needs to be done. But hey, that's just the part of it. You know, F1 2021 was the same way. It was a very, very glitchy game, and yeah. So I'm proud. You know, this was very, very good for my confidence. I really felt like today we were extremely quick, and you know, we even. Well, I mean, as you can see, we were actually really quick. I mean, compared to those guys' lap times, we were pretty quick. But you know, one lap doesn't mean we were quicker. But I mean, we're usually 3 or 6 tenths quicker than somebody. That does show a lot. But also at the same time, we were on the soft tires, so I didn't think about that. So yeah, my apologies. But like I said, yeah, this good for the confidence and heading into Japan. So you never know what will happen there. And yeah, I'm actually going to be in competition today in Bahrain for TML. Um, so looking forward to that in the McLaren, and you know, definitely should check that out. It should be about 3 p.m. or 8 p.m. UK and 3 p.m. Eastern. So now heading into the points, as you can see, we are P9. We're still in this championship. If we can get a win, that'll definitely boost us up in the championship. So I'm feeling very, very, very confident at this point, and I definitely think we still can do this. And now moving on to constructors. AlphaTauri is P5, so we can actually do something in constructors too. You never know. Sadly though, my teammate CPI Aboud has had other priorities to do, so he hasn't really been able to race that much. But he has done a couple of races. But I can say, he did tell me he should be racing of quite a bit more. So we'll see. And I'm definitely excited about Japan. So this is Ecos Blacks, and I will see you guys later on today in Bahrain. And